I'm going to go now to CBS 2's Tim McNicholas. He's been looking into the building and its history and any sort of violations and complaints in the past. Tim, what have you found?
Maurice and Christine, we have learned there have been some recent inspections at this property, and there are also some open violations. 7 open violations. That's according to the Department of Buildings records. We're still looking through all those, but I want to read you a bit from one recent violation notice. This is from November of this year. An inspector wrote, quote, "I observed there are deteriorated and broken mud sills with inadequate support for vertical members throughout." Goes on to say there is one vertical member with missing mud sill, which can compromise the structural stability, causing a potential collapse, injuring pedestrians or damaging property. Now, this is a large property. We don't know what part of the property that violation applies to, or whether it was for the building itself or maybe a sidewalk shed nearby, something of that nature. These are questions we're looking into right now, and the Department of Buildings is also looking into them. We also don't know if those problems were ever fixed, but the violation is still listed as open with, quote, "no compliance recorded." The records also show there has been some construction at the property recently. We know that because some of the open violations, including that one I just mentioned, is categorized as a construction violation. Christina, Maurice, we're still looking at all this. We also know that there have been some complaints filed recently about the construction, so we'll have some more reporting on that later this evening.
But I think you make an important point, Tim. We don't know if the violations were dealing directly with this corner of the building or another portion. That's still unclear at this point.
Yeah, and we don't know what caused this collapse. So whether that violation contributed to this or not,
right,
it's all still being looked into.
Very early in the investigation. But thank you so much, Tim. Appreciate it.
And Tim, one quick other note before you go, if you can, if you and your producer have time, we've been wondering whether or not there's been construction, road construction specifically in this area. So if there's a way that you guys can figure that out as well, that would help with our reporting, because according to Professor Corbett, that could have also played a role in all of this. So trying to put all the pieces together here, if that's something that you can add to your list of things to do, we'd appreciate that, Tim. Thank you.
We'll definitely look into that.
Okay, thanks so much.